What up, Sundown? Coach Todd, this is 16.4. We're gonna give you some tips and break it down for you a little bit. First off, pick a goal where you guys wanna end up. A lot of people are just looking at trying to get to the handstand push-ups off of the rower. That's fine. I strongly believe everyone can get to the handstand push-ups. What you're gonna do from there is completely up to you and what you have left over and how much you have in the tank. This is a chipper style workout, so you're just gonna chip away at the movements, get through them, and try to manage them under control, okay? This is a plan that I thought up. David Samuelson was gracious enough to allow me to put him through it as a guinea pig. He did very well this morning, and he got to the handstand push-ups. Had a little bit of trouble with the standard of movement for the handstand push-ups. So understand that it is a little bit different. If you guys are wide on your handstand push-ups normally, or your feet are wide and you can't meet the standard when we measure you out, you're gonna have trouble. Do not get frustrated, relax, and try to adapt to the new standard that you have not practiced yet. And take note, if you haven't practiced it that way in class and while you're competing on Wadify, you're gonna have to learn how to do that throughout the rest of the year, because they have set forth a movement standard that they introduced last year, and they're gonna hold the same standard this year. So take a note of that for yourself so you can develop as an athlete over the next year. Okay, 16.4 tips. We have 55 deadlifts, 55 wall balls, 55 calories on the rower, 55 handstand push-ups. I broke these down into times. You guys want to hit 2 minutes and 30 seconds on the deadlifts, 2 minutes and 30 seconds on the wall balls, which brings you to 5 minutes. And then for me, I suggest, and what I would do as an athlete, is kind of coast on the rower 3 to 4 minutes on that 55 calories, which would leave you 4 minutes for handstand push-ups. That's enough time if you're pretty good at handstand push-ups to get through them and possibly get back to the deadlift, which would be awesome, right? So on our deadlifts, if you are strong, male athletes 225 on the deadlift, let's look at percentages. If you have a 450 deadlift, that's 50% of that loading. It is very reasonable for you to do a large set, okay? If you have a 350, 380 deadlift, we're looking at more of a 70%, 75%, 80% deadlift. It's gonna be a lot harder for you. So break the sets small. Decide based on your maximal deadlift, trust me, and just try to equate what you think you can do based on that. And overestimate it, do not underestimate it. The deadlifts will wreck you if you're not careful, okay? 55 of those. What I suggest, if you have a high deadlift, like David did and myself, I'm gonna go 15, 15, 15, and 10 to get me to 55 reps, okay? On the wall balls, this is all in your mind. 28 and 27 if you need to break. I think some people might be able to go unbroken 55 wall balls. I see some wall ball masters in this gym, and that might be a pretty good option for you, because if you're gonna take my advice and go a little bit slower on the row and recover here, you'll be ready to go on the handstand push-ups. But some people might disagree and say 55 unbroken wall balls is too much. That's fine. 28 and 27 will get you there pretty good and quick. David went 28, and then I believe he hit 28, got to 42, and then finished it out. And he was pretty surprised that he was at 42 so quickly. So I think this can be totally overestimated and go real hard through this. And then the row, again, I would say female athletes 12 calories per minute, male athletes about 15 calories per minute. Keep in mind that some of the elite athletes, female athletes, are going to be doing 15 to 18 calories. Male athletes are going to be doing 20 to 25 calories a minute for the elite athletes. So they will achieve their rower. The rate that they row at is going to be very similar to the fatigue that you're going to feel at 12 to 15. So keep it conservative. I would recover here. Really, I would. But hey, you can choose what you want to do. Handstand push-ups, you then will have 4 minutes. Even if you take the 4 minutes here, you're at 9 minutes, you have 4 more minutes to finish up. Handstand push-ups, if you're a handstand push-up master and ninja and you have no problem with the standard, go 10, 5, 10, 5, 10, 5, 10. This will give you a mental break. You do a set of 10, you're gonna be like, okay, fuck, well, I'm doing good, I got 10 in the bank. And then that set of 5 is gonna give you a little bit of a rest, and you're already at 15. And then you just do bang out another set of 10, and like it's gonna start to creep, and you're gonna start to fatigue. But you got that set of 5 next. So at this rate, we'll be at 30 pretty quickly with a positive mindset, okay? And then if you have to break the rest, All right, figure it out. Maybe go 8 and 7, 8 and 7. That might be a good option too. If you can't do the handstand push-ups, don't force it. Don't miss reps. Don't get no reps. Take your time, come off the wall, get one, go back on the wall, reset, get one. It's okay. Because if you're not that person, don't have a high expectation like you're gonna kill all these handstand push-ups. It's unreasonable for you to think that. So do what's within your fitness lane and stay there. If you are pretty good, not quite as good as handstand push-up ninja, 8-7, 8-7, 5-5, 5-5, 5, all the way until you bang them out. Run on over to the deadlift and start crushing some deadlifts if you make it there. Again, taking the percentage count for you as an athlete, how many reps you should be doing. If you have any questions about this, please ask a coach. We can break it down for you. I think this is critical. Last thing, I'm not gonna allow people to do this workout twice. You can do it if you want. I'm gonna tell you no. If you hurt yourself, that's too bad, okay? You're not realizing how much midline this is taking away from you. Low back, anterior, and they compound on each other. So I don't want you guys to get hurt. For health and longevity, come in with a solid game plan and crush it out one time, call it a day, and then let's get on to training. All right, I'll see you guys on the leaderboard.